Greetings and welcome to Nathan Nile Official. If you have never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Nile. This is my personal channel where I record vlogs, reviews, and anything else that catches my fancy. I have started a new segment called Media Mondays, where on Mondays I'll upload up to 5 videos a day, but a minimum of 1 edited video where I talk about some sort of media that I've been partaking in recently. And I decided I wanted to start reviewing music again, and I ended up finding on my computer a file where I made a bunch of top 5 lists with a lot of different songs. And so first of all, I looked over the list, maybe re-edited a little bit of it to make sure it was more up to date, to include new songs I've heard since I wrote it. And I'm going to bring you one of those top 5 lists. This video is my top 5 favorite heartbreak songs. These are songs where, like, you had a love and then you lost it, and now you find yourself just constantly missing that love that you once had. The problem with this list is that it's basically my favorite genre of music. Just songs about people who have had their hearts just torn to pieces and now they're left just cold and lonely and just crying themselves to sleep every night. And for me, I've got like 200 different songs in this category just pop into my head, and so narrowing it down to just the top 20 was difficult. Finding my absolute favorite was impossible. So for this one, what I'm doing, instead of saying from 1 through 5, I'm just gonna say in order of release date, because I don't have an absolute favorite. These at the moment are my top 5 favorites, and I'm just gonna say them in order of when they were made, starting with the newest one, because this one is not actually in the top 5, but I felt like giving it an honorable mention. It's called If You're Not the One by Bedingfield. It is an absolutely beautiful song, and the funny thing is, he wrote this song specifically because, I guess he was told he needed more of a slow melody on his record, and so he just kind of went in the studio and was like, okay, I want to write something like all these boy bands are doing, because at the time, even though boy bands were kind of starting to die out, they were still a really big thing, and so he was just kind of trying to imitate them and their styles and their sounds, and bravo, he did an amazing job. I still love this song so much. I constantly find myself singing it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I sing this song more than any of the others on the list. So it's got a very catchy tune that's been stuck in my head since I first heard it. I absolutely love it, and it just barely missed out on the top 5. So now we're going to the actual top 5, and like I said, it's in order of release date, not in order of how much I love it. We're just going with the most recent one, which is Can You Help Me by Usher from his album 8701, which was released in 2001. And it's just a really beautiful, really sweet love song where a man looks back on his previous relationship and he's kicking himself because, he knows he had something really amazing and he just let it slip away. And now he's wishing he could do anything, whatever it takes, to possibly get her back, to have her love him again. It is just so touching, so heartfelt. I personally believe it is the best song he's ever made. And anyone who's ever heard this song, anyone who's ever heard this album, this is their favorite song. Anyone who's ever heard this song, they still have it memorized. I know all of my friends who will consider themselves Usher fans, they'll all agree with me. This is easily the best song he's ever done. 8701, it's always going to be my favorite Usher album, and half of the reason for that is just because of this damn song. It always makes me cry. You cannot listen to this song at 1 o'clock in the morning while eating a pint of ice cream and not cry. The next one I'm going to talk about is by the Backstreet Boys. Now, this song was released in 1999 on their album Black and Blue, which included songs like Shape of My Heart and The Call. This one is one of my absolute favorite breakup songs because, once again, it's one of those just lay in your bed, cover your face with your pillow and just cry your eyes out. It's a song about how, I don't even want to try to live without you because you're the best thing in my life and I can't believe I'm losing you. It is just so sweet and so emotional, and you can hear the pain in their voices as they sing it. It's so very well done. And I'll be honest, you might not appreciate this one as much as I do, just because I love male voices and harmony. I'm a huge fan of boy bands and stuff. Backstreet Boys are one of my favorite artists, so for that reason alone, this might have gotten more points than it would have under any other circumstances. So this might not necessarily be one of your favorites, but I absolutely adore this song. But I can't listen to it because Oh my god, it's so painful. And the next one I want to talk about was released that same year. It's by SheDaisy. It's called Holding Out For You. And this song, little fun fact, was written by Richard Marx. Richard Marx, if you don't know who he is, get the fuck off my channel. There's no point in you even watching this video. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you? Richard Marx is like the master of the sad, slow love song. If the year you were born in starts with a 1, you better have heard of Richard Marx. Otherwise, I am done with you. We are done! So this was a song written by Richard Marx, and oh my god, it is so powerful and beautiful and moving, and just, it's so touching because it's such honesty to the words. It's something just so real. One of the last lines in the chorus is that there are some things a heart just won't listen to. And that's the absolute fucking truth. When you miss somebody, you just miss them. Even if you know for a fact that your life is so much better without them, you know, when you miss them, you just miss them, and you can't help but miss them. I mean, people can tell you all they want to move on and get over it, get on with your life, and even though you know they're right, you know, hearing those words doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It doesn't mean shit, because, you know, when you miss somebody, you just miss them, and there's nothing you can do to make yourself miss them less. Logic means absolutely nothing where love is concerned. When it comes to love, either you feel it or you don't, and if you feel it, nobody can tell you that you don't. It happens. Now this next song, it's a little bit older. It came out when I was in 1st grade, so I can forgive a lot of our younger viewers if you haven't heard of it, but if you're my age or older and you don't know what this song is, shame on you! What are you doing with your life? The song is called Nobody Knows. It's by the Tony Rich Project, and it is just such a beautiful song, and it's a story of a man just saying, hey, I can pretend all I want, you know, I can go about my daily life, I can live like a normal human being, but at the end of the day, I still miss you, and I still cry every night about the fact that you're gone, and I want you back in my life, whatever it takes. A great story, it's got great lyrics, it's got a moving, touching melody, and his voice is just sweetness in my ears. I implore you, if you have never heard this song before, don't even finish this video. Stop everything else you're doing and just listen to that song, because it is so beautiful and so just breathtakingly heartbreaking. It's a very, very incredibly well done song. And the final one on our list was made before I was even born by an amazing singer, Whitney Houston. And it is so unfortunate the direction that her life took, and it saddens me how things turned out for her with a lot of the personal choices she ended up making. It's a very tragic story. But one thing that can never be denied is that she had such an amazing voice, so much raw power, and yet so gentle and caressing, and just she has to be like my all-time favorite singer. She just has an amazing voice, and she has so many amazing songs to choose from, and I've grown up listening to this song over and over on repeat, and oh my god. And it's just a story about, you know, love has gone wrong, and now I want to know, like, basically how do I survive now that you're gone? Like, how do I move on from this? Like, I know in my heart that we still belong together, even though I know in my head that, you know, sometimes life just kind of sucks, you know, and, you know, but life is difficult, and we can't run away from something so special. Please give us another chance to try this. It's just a beautiful, amazing song that I have literally loved my entire life, and I will continue to love my entire life. So that's it for this episode. It's got me feeling a little emotional, and if you haven't noticed already, the links for all of these songs are down in the description below. If there's any of them that you haven't heard before, I implore you, listen to it. Even if you're not in that frame of mind right now and you don't need this song in your life per se, still such beautiful, amazing songs that are really fun to listen to. Or maybe not fun, but I enjoy them no matter what mood I'm in. I think they're just really amazing, very well made songs. And I just think that they should be on everyone's heartbreak playlist. They should be on everyone's Lonely Hearts mix. They should be everyone's, like, you know, late night ice cream binge eating list, okay? So yeah, that's it for this video, but don't worry, I'll be back next week with another video that's probably even more painful than this one. It hits too close to home. That's the problem. So until the next time you see my face in a video, my name is Nathan Nile, and I hope you have a great day.